Okay, this is 6840 Majestic Drive in North Ridgeville. They're looking for a cleanup and mulch. We got a couple little weeds along the front here. It may or may not be worth coming out 2 weeks to spray. I'll decide on that, but either way, we can do some trimming of the spirea. There's a little one here. Trim up the boxwoods. If the roses are done by the time we get here, we can just do a light clipping of the buds. Blow out any debris. We'll put a deep edge on everything if they choose to do mulch. We've got some leaves collecting behind these boxwoods. If we can blow those out. Clean these weeds out. We need to edge and mulch here. Just be careful. We've got a downspout extension here. If we can trim up the privet, we've got some stuff growing into each other. We might just clip off some of these lower hanging branches, at least this guy, and maybe a couple of those just to lift up the canopy a little bit so we're not banging our heads on it. Yeah, I think we're going to spray here. We've got thistle, so we'll need to spray that 2 weeks prior. This privet can get trimmed up and back. They do well with pretty good trim back. This guy too, if we can bring this back, trim it back a decent amount, we'll clean out all these weeds. We've got some thistle and ground cover that need to be removed. Edge all along here, but we've got another downspout here, so just be careful. All this needs to be edged and blown out. Get those weeds out. We're going to do triple shred black. Any of these yellowing branches, take our snippers and clip those off. All of this, edge it, clean it off. We need to spray and clean out the window well because we've got thistle there too. And then back here, anything that's encroaching on the patio, just trim it back. So like this guy too, well, he's potted, so we'll see about that. Just to give them a little bit more space. And then make sure we're checking up against the house because there's some thistle there. We'll blow the patio off too. Clean off around here. Get those weeds. We'll clean this out. This will all need to be sprayed and cleaned out. Obviously, we've got an ornamental grass that can stay, but this is all thistle. This needs to be cleaned out. All of this, and we'll re-establish this edge all the way along here, all the way along there. All these boxwoods we'll trim up, clean out the weeds, and we'll do a good layer of mulch here. Barberries, trim up, spray and clean those out. Alright, the customer came out real quick. So, anyways, she just told me that they are getting ready to sell the house and probably move in September, so we need to make sure this looks awesome. Spick and span, ready for the new buyers. So this guy we can trim up as best as possible. We're going to keep this edge going around, clean out all the weeds and grass, mulch this. This lilac, it looks like it's getting ready to bloom again, but any of these dead branches, clip that back, but we don't necessarily want to cut off the blooms, but like even like these low-hanging branches we can probably cut and just make it look as best as we can without cutting those blooms off. This here, we can see all the weeds through here. We need to get that cleaned out, edged and mulched. And then this Japanese willow, let's do a good trim on him. Get him nice and rounded and kind of brought back in so it's a little bit more shapely. And then if we can just create maybe just a little ring around there, edge it, mulch it, clean that up a little bit. And then I think that's pretty much it.